So why are marigold flowers used on the Day of the Dead? Marigolds represent the fragility of life. They're the dominant flower used during the holiday. A celebration originated in Mexico by the Aztecs. It is celebrated on November 1st and 2nd. It honors the lives of family members who have died. The color and scent are said to attract and guide the souls of the dead. Even though we use paper flowers to emulate the real flowers, one should always keep a vase of marigolds somewhere nearby. This makes the holiday complete.
Hi, my name is Kelly Maldonado and I am a reference librarian from the Whittier Public Library. Thank you for joining us for our second Dia de los Muertos workshop. Today we will be making paper marigold flowers. Fresh and alive ones are much better for your altar, but of course their lifespan is very short, so we will be making the paper flowers today so that they last longer. For today's supplies, you're going to need hemp string or regular string. You can also use pipe cleaner. You're going to need orange tissue paper as well as scissors and a ruler. So the paper, we're going to need 10 sheets of tissue paper cut into 4.5 by 6 inch squares. The string needs to be cut into 8 to 10 inches of length. And we'll go ahead and get started by folding the short side of the squares of tissue paper. So you're going to want to fold these accordion style, about half inch intervals. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. You can measure each half-inch interval if you'd like. Ooh, that's about an inch. I better go a little bit smaller. So once I fold this side, I'm going to flip it over and fold it backward, and so on until I reach the end. And once I reach the end, I will tie it in the middle with the string. Okay, it looks like I've reached the end there. I'm going to press it down to keep it kind of flat. You might want to do 2 knots just to keep it together. One definitely will not hold it. Okay, now that we have this part done, we're going to need the scissors to cut scallops into the tissue paper, like so. I'm not sure if you could tell how well they're cut, but let's get started. For some people, cutting sharp points and then rounding it out will make the scallops a little bit easier. If 10 papers of tissue paper is too much, you could do less, but it won't look as full. I think this side looks better. So after you've created the scallops, you're going to start to pull the flower apart a little bit from where the folds were, like so, and then you carefully pull each petal out and up. So I'll do a few and then I'll show you the example that we have already done. These are very delicate, so be careful when pulling them up. Get the idea, so let's go ahead and show you the finished product. So this is one, and then if you want to make your squares larger to make larger flowers, you definitely can. Okay, and then I will show you an easier version of doing this if this way was a little bit too difficult for you. So let's go ahead and show you that one right now. For the easier version, you'll need smaller pieces of squares. They look like they're about 4 inches by 4 inches, and they have the same amount of petals. You're gonna get a staple, and you're gonna place it in the middle just like this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now you're gonna get the scissors and you're gonna cut a circle have sort of a rough circle, but as you pull out the petals, you'll see that they look just fine and natural. Now, we're gonna cut little slits, sort of like a fringe on the edges, all around the circle, like so. And then when you're done, that is when you pull apart the petals. Alright. They should come out looking like this one afterward. So delicate. You're gonna have to push them up a little bit as you do so. Try doing it one at a time. You could try doing it all at once, but it's just gonna look all smushed up, sort of like how this stayed together. Once you're all done, you should have something just like this one. Now that you finish making your flower and pulling out the petals, you're gonna have what looks like this. You're gonna be able to now take this flower and decorate your home ofrenda with this beautiful flower. You can, if you use the string, you're gonna be able to make garlands, an archway, or just attach it sort of similar to like how this is attached. Now, don't forget, we have another event next week on September 21st to do a step-by-step community ofrenda. So please join us next week as we go through our Dia de los Muertos workshops. Thank you.